Just to be close. Just to be close to you. I don't understand this church today. This church in America, in a lot of places. And as I've traveled and seen preachers, it is such a shame. The pride that's in the church, that it's the arrogance. Bishop this, apostle this, prophet this, but just the arrogance. I've seen preachers, they will sit in a service with their legs crossed while worship is going on. That's arrogance. He's not your king. He ain't your king. He specifically told me, come out of that relationship with that young man. I have a pastor here that's under our apostleship, under our ministry, Worldwide International Ministry. And he came to me about a year and a half ago and said, I had a dream in my sleep. In my sleep, the Lord sent the angel Gabriel to me to talk to me in a dream and said, a move of God is going to happen in St. Louis. And he come to me and said he had a dream. And he says, you went to Chicago. He says, you came here to Chicago and thousands, hundreds of thousands of people came from everywhere. The glory cloud of God hits that church and hundreds of thousands of people come from all over the country and the world, and it lasts for a whole year straight. I could not cut the move of God off. We saw tumors fall on the floor. People emptied out of wheelchairs without me touching them. But I saw people come in wheelchairs and roll out of the wheelchairs. I saw people with tumors and they leave out with tumors. The Lord healed 3 people over this way. There are 3 people over in this area. You have tumors in your body. 3 people were healed of growths. The Lord healed you during the worship. This angel comes to me and tells me God and the Father and Jesus says, God the Father and the Lord appeared in the sky, notably before 3 million people. And they interviewed me on the news about it. It was all on national news. It's in National Geographic. And I'm going to get into that in a moment. Jewels dropped out of the sky, 50-carat jewels that the news media, I'm not talking about saints. You know how saints, they will say, oh, God is doing something, and they exaggerate. We saw when the Lord appeared in rainbow fire and his face came through the cloud, the news media saw this. Jewels fell out of the sky, 50-carat jewels that they interviewed and diamonds that are not even from this world to verify that. Homosexuals, before I can call an altar call, homosexuals ran to the altar. The top mob boss of New York who funded Bugsy Siegel to start the Las Vegas casinos, his family started to get saved. All kind of people, mafia people. Jesus is beginning to appear to them in dreams. Jesus appeared to me and took me to heaven one year. He says, everywhere I send you, I have given you the keys of the kingdom. That was a physical cloud. My mother saw it, my dad, my brothers and sisters. That was a cloud that was in my room for about a year and a half straight. There was glory all on me. People, from that day forward, I am not exaggerating. And as I was ministering, as I'm preaching, Jesus appears in the middle of the service to where it startles the people. They draw back because I stop in the middle of my preaching. He appears in a white robe and he says these words to me. He says, David, I'm about to walk the streets of Chicago. He says, whenever the principality of that whole city is broken, the prince over that region will call on a stronger prince from around the world to enforce his power. He says, he will get into the precipitation and cause it to storm and rain in that city real bad. So every city God has sent me into, right before a move break out, a major storm would happen. A day later, a major storm hit Chicago last year. I mean, a bad storm hit here real bad. And during that storm, Jesus, I have the pictures with me now, is walking the streets of Chicago. Proof on picture and camera, just like it was. Pastor, look at this. Come and get this here. In 1989, the December holiday break, this was in my 12th grade year, my senior year of high school. I was the leader of a gang. This is one reason why a lot of young people can't stay saved, because they hang around the wrong people. Homosexuals. I would go to school. When I went to school witnessing to the gang I was leading, I get I get on my knees, and I got on my knees for thousands of hours. I'm not exaggerating. I couldn't stop. There was such a hunger in me. I had an insatiable desire. I didn't want to do it no more because I don't know what tongues is. And a flame hit their mouth. They knew I had been changed because I didn't stand on the lockers and mess with the girls no more. But I was still smoking dope. I was still partying, lying, cursing. They knew how I was. You know, when you get around your friends and do things that your parents are not around. A young man, he was a Baptist boy. And I parted my mouth. When I parted my mouth, when I opened my mouth, a fire came and touched my mouth. But I'm preparing it before you come. But I went back to sinning because I just go to hell. Just to be close to you is my desire.